Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and in this video right here I'm going to be telling you guys all about luxury items that I have bought and either sold or returned. And I definitely think a few items on this list is going to surprise a lot of people because there are some popular items on this list. Okay, and I wouldn't necessarily say that I regret buying any of the items because it's definitely a learning process when you first start buying luxury goods, and you definitely have to find out what works for you and what doesn't, and these items just didn't work for me. Now before I go ahead and get into the list, make sure that you guys subscribe to this channel if you like luxury goods as much as I do. Okay, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now the first item that I just recently sold is the Louis Vuitton card holder. I bought this item back in June, and I used it a few times and I definitely liked it, but the older that it got, the looser that the canvas got, and then my cards would kind of slip out a little bit, and I only carry 2 cards. So I only carry my license and my credit card, so I was gonna have to put more cards in it just to keep the cards from being loose because they were starting to feel like they were gonna slip out. So then I recently purchased the Gucci Key Pouch, and I really did like that, and I started putting all my cards and everything in there, and that's when I realized that I actually like something that's gonna zip up and secure my cards better than I like this card holder that doesn't really offer any security in terms of your cards. So I went ahead and sold this card holder. I was able to get most of my money back, and then I was able to get the Louis Vuitton Key Pouch. It's normally sold out, and then I saw it online and I was able to go ahead and purchase that. So I pretty much used the money that I sold the card holder for to purchase the key pouch, so I really didn't spend any money, so that worked out perfectly. Okay, so the next item that I end up selling, and I lost a lot of money on this item, was the Gucci Marmont mini bag. Okay, so when I first got this bag, I actually really liked it, and I felt like it was good enough to put my everyday essentials in. I bought the bag, and then I had the bag put up for maybe a couple of months before I actually wore it out. So I finally wore the bag out, and even though I was just doing basic errand running, I found that I needed a little bit more room than I had in that bag. I mean, I could barely put my sunglasses in there. I was able to put a phone, a card holder, and maybe a lip gloss in there, but you really couldn't fit anything else in there. So I just found that it wasn't enough room for me, and it was too late to return it, so I did go ahead and sell it, and I did lose half of my money when I sold this item, even though I had only worn it like twice. So if I were to buy this bag again, I would definitely get it in the small size. I think the small size is better, for you to put your everyday items in, and then still have a little bit of room for 1 or 2 more items if you need it. But the mini size to me was just way too small. I feel like that size right there would be better for like a date night, or something like that, a special event or something like that, where you're not going to be like running errands and you only have 1 or 2 things that you need to put in the bag. But it's definitely a beautiful bag, definitely very well made, and it's definitely very classic, but again, it was just a little bit too small for me. Okay, so this right here is definitely going to surprise a lot of people, but I ended up selling my favorite MM. Okay, so we all know the favorite MM is always sold out. It's extremely hard to find. I was able to get the favorite MM at the Louis Vuitton in Jacksonville, Florida. I went there to visit, and they just so happened to get one in while I was there, so I definitely looked up on getting it. When I first got it, I really loved it. I thought that it was a beautiful bag for sure. I can definitely understand why people like it. It pretty much goes with everything. You can dress it up, dress it down, and it's definitely just a gorgeous bag. But as I wore the bag, I didn't like the flap. I learned that I don't like bags that have flaps. I like bags that have zippers that I can just stick my hand in and get whatever I need to get. I don't like lifting up a flap and having to go in to get the stuff. So, that may not bother another person, but I just didn't like that. So I definitely ended up selling my favorite MM, and I pretty much got all of my money back. And that's one thing I really like about Louis Vuitton items. You can definitely get all or most of your money back if you sell your items. I think that I probably wore it maybe 3 times prior to selling it, so it was still in excellent condition, and then I put that money towards another purchase. But yeah, again, it's definitely a nice bag. I can see why people really like it and enjoy it, but I don't like bags that have flaps. That's one of the reasons why I'll probably never have a Chanel bag, aside from the fact that they're just a bit too expensive for me. But a lot of their bags have the flaps and everything, and that's just not really my thing. Okay, so last but not least, here's another one that a lot of people are going to be surprised. I did return the Neverfull Neverfull PM. Now, to go ahead and be fair, I didn't get a chance to wear it or anything like that. I only had it for a couple of days, but I was trying to choose between the Neverfull PM and the Louis Vuitton NeoNoe, and I had to choose between the two. I bought the NeoNoe and I turned around and I returned it and bought the Neverfull, and then I got the Neverfull, and when I got it at home, I just didn't really, I just wasn't really feeling it. I was feeling the NeoNoe more, so I went ahead and returned the Neverfull and purchased the NeoNoe again. Okay, so yeah, it's nothing about the bag that, you know, I disliked or anything like that. I was comparing it to another bag that I really wanted, and the NeoNoe ended up winning that, you know, round. Okay, so yeah, those are the items that I have bought, you know, or either sold or returned. All of them are great items for sure. I can definitely see why people really love all of these items that I mentioned. All right, so if you guys are interested in purchasing any of the items that I mentioned, there will be links for you guys in the description bar, and definitely let me know what are some items that you've returned in your journey of buying luxury bags. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.